and welcome to Holistic Sight's video series on EFT. My name is Donna Belangi and I'm a holistic health practitioner. Today's video is on using EFT with affirmations. Affirmations are a way of bringing towards us things that we want or care to have in our life. It's using the law of attraction. I would suggest you watch my video on the law of attraction so you understand the whole concept of positive thinking and how that works, and that video actually goes over things that you've probably never heard of before on the law of attraction, and it shows you how the law of opposites and the law of attractions work together and how you can be countering what you think you want to bring in your life because the law of opposition is working. So please watch that video if you haven't already. And using affirmations is a way people bring the things that they want into their lives by stating that which they want and then reaffirming it. That's the word affirmation, reaffirming it over and over again that that's what they want, such as if they want to bring money into their life, they might say, I am wealthy, I am wealthy, I am wealthy, to bring in wealth. The problem with that is that when we say something that's not true, which affirmations sometimes aren't true because we want to bring in the things we don't have. So we don't already have it, but we want to state it as if we have it. So we're saying I am wealthy. Well, our mind is saying, no, I'm not wealthy. So we're actually countering the thing we want. So if I'm sitting here going, I am wealthy, and my mind's saying, no, I'm not, no, I'm not, the actual thing we're affirming is the no, I'm not part, because that's the truth. We will always affirm that which is the truth in it. So EFT will allow you to clear out the things that are that little thought that comes. They call it the tail enders. So you make the statement, whatever your affirmation is, and you listen for that tail ender. You listen for the no, I'm not part, and you tap on that. The thing is, I'm not wealthy. And so you do the EFT on I'm not wealthy. Now, I'm not going to actually go over an EFT session with you. I'm going to explain how to do it. You've done enough sessions now that I'm fairly confident you can do it on your own. I want to just bring up ways of using EFT with affirmations. So, and if you can't hear that tail ender, you can't hear that no, I'm not, just do the EFT on I am wealthy. And the aspects will naturally come up as you're working with it. So you go that even though I'm using the affirmation I am wealthy, I deeply and completely accept myself. So you work on that as it is. So affirmations are very powerful, and they do bring things into your life as you work with them. The problem is people don't realize they might be bringing the opposite of what they think they're working on. And again, I suggest watching the video that I did on the secret of the law of attraction so you can see and understand what I'm talking about, how you might be bringing the opposite in. Also, I suggest with working with affirmations is don't use a statement such as I am wealthy, because right there and then you know that's not true and it's not going to work. So you make a statement like I allow wealth into my life. Now again, there might be tail enders to that saying, well, no, I really don't allow that into my life. So use different things, but to allow it in is not saying I am wealthy, because that's not true. But I allow wealth into my life. I allow health into my life. I allow the perfect partner into my life. I allow whatever it is that you want to affirm you're bringing into your life. You can either say, I'm willing to bring this thing into my life. That is also something. But remember, you might not really be willing to, so work on those tail enders. So however you position your affirmation, EFT can work in releasing the stress. Because reality is, if you don't have the thing in your life that you care to have, there's something blocking it. And the thing that's blocking it is the stress on whatever it is that's bringing. Maybe you don't want to be wealthy because there's a lot of stress on and the responsibility. And again, watch my video on improving your relationship with money, and you might have noticed, if you did that already, all the things that you might be blocking yourself from bringing money into your life. So work with affirmations and use EFT with your affirmations. Do it as you normally do. Write down those tail enders or write down the affirmation and do the tapping on either the aspect tail ender that comes up or the affirmation. Stay specific with each one. You can do different rounds. You can do as many rounds as you want with it. But use EFT to allow the law of attraction to work for you. Again, that law of attraction is bringing into your life that which you care to have, but it's also that which you have the energy around you of it. And if you have any blocks to that, if you have any stress to that, if you have any fears to that, then it blocks it from coming in. And EFT will assist you in bringing those things into your life. So please use EFT with your affirmations, even with your vision boards, whatever you're using to assist you in bringing the things into your life. Positive thinking as well. Positive thinking is another thing that people say, oh, I'm a positive thinker, but they don't realize they're blocking those negative thoughts because they've been told, oh, don't think the negative thoughts because that'll bring the negative things in. The reality is those thoughts are there. And they're like an energy field that you can't get rid of unless you do the EFT or somehow work on those specifically. So just saying, oh, I'm a positive thinker and I'm doing things positive could actually be bringing the negative in. Because if you have the positive, you have the negative. So EFT is really working on bringing in the balance between it. I'm not always positive, I'm not always negative, I'm a balanced person. And then the energy will allow what is the best for you to come in, what's the highest good for you in your life to come through. The positive thinkers, sometimes it works. A lot of times they get very frustrated because their life is full of angry people, or they're angry but they resist saying they're angry because they want to be positive, but they feel that anger and they don't allow it to come in. EFT allows you to have those things, allows you to have those feelings, and brings in the balance. So use this with your affirmations, use this with your positive thinking, use this with your vision boards, use this with your law of attraction, and allow those things to be in your life by clearing both the negative and the positives to be in balance. And that's the power of EFT. So please, if you have any questions or comments about this or any of the videos, go to my website at holisticsite.net or my Facebook page at facebook.com/holisticsite. And anything that you care to ask me, please do so. And I thank you for allowing me and EFT into your life.